The British Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt, is being accused of abandoning children affected by the concrete crisis in the UK. Well, this is as the government admitted the fact that there won't be any extra funding for this, for the education budget to cover the repairs costs and the closures. So, well, let's just break this down for you. The government said that it will not be covering additional costs like transportation and catering, as several schools are now shutting their buildings. And of course, at this time of the year in the UK, children are actually going back to school this week. And this is as they prepare to relocate children to other spaces as they begin their new term. Now, this issue is increasingly gaining attention in the UK Parliament, especially after the Chancellor vowed to spend what it takes to deal with the crumbling school buildings. He also said that the United Kingdom government will move to fix the unsafe infrastructure quickly. But to everyone's surprise, the statement was later, by the UK Treasury sources, was actually taken back. They said that any such funding will only come from the existing budgets for buildings and not from any additional funds. So it was refuted. Now, these statements led to the Labour union leader and others to demand clarity from the government. A bit of confusion here. Clarity as to who will be paying for the consequences from these reinforced, autoclaved, aerated concrete, or as they're known, RAAC crisis. Now, this is a lightweight form of concrete. According to the UK government, it was earlier used to build roofs, schools and colleges and other buildings from the 1950s right through to the mid-1990s, but later it was found to be at risk of collapse. Now, as the RAC crisis continues, the Tory former Home Secretary Priti Patel said that the government should step up in offering money to the schools which are majorly suffering. Patel also has 5 schools shutting down because of this in her situation in her Essex constituency. Now, talking about the burden this crisis is placing on schools, she further said, and I'm quoting this here right now, she said, "Many of the affected schools are maintained local authority schools and single academy trusts, which cannot afford the cost of repairs. It is also unrealistic to place a funding burden on local councils, which are already feeling the brunt of national policy costs." Now, General Secretary of the National Education Union also emphasised the fact that the government should cover all the costs. People also reportedly taunted Hunt on this promise of where he said he would do whatever it took, because as we've lately found out, that's not necessarily possible.
And you know, that really helped me.
Give you a kiss and leave Daddy